What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again for another game day preview for your Toronto Maple Leafs. Today they're facing the Pittsburgh Penguins. Of course, last night they suffered a loss to the Boston Bruins 4-2 for their fourth loss in a row. This starts, I believe, a 6-game road trip for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and this is going to be really important for the team. They're basically fighting to stay afloat at this point. They're out of a playoff position right now. At the time I'm making this video, I believe they're going into this one 9-8-4. I think that the record hasn't updated, and I believe Pittsburgh goes into this one 10-7-2 because they just lost to the New Jersey Devils, which that's got to suck because the Devils haven't been very good. But both of these teams are missing key players to their team. Pittsburgh's losing out on arguably the best player in the world. You could make the McDavid Crosby debate all day, but the Leafs are losing out on Mitch Marner, and the injury woes are pretty bad for them because they also are out. Alex Kerfoot's out. I'm not sure if Trevor Moore is going to be playing. We haven't heard an update at this point. Just a bunch of stuff is going on with the Toronto Maple Leafs right now. And the Pittsburgh Penguins, like I said, losing out on Sid the Kid is not always a great thing. But this one should be fun nonetheless. It's a Saturday night hockey game, Hockey Night in Canada, Leafs and Penguins. You just got to enjoy the game no matter what's been going on lately. That's what I'm trying to do. It's really frustrating, but this should be fun. 7 p.m. in Pittsburgh, like I said, the start of a 6-game road trip, as of course my mini fridge turns on right as I start filming. But Kasimir Kaskisuo should be making his first NHL start tonight. He's the probable starter, as Freddie got the first game against Boston. They have Tristan Jarry as the probable starter for Pittsburgh. He comes into this one 1-3-0 with a 2.26 goals against average and a .929 save percentage. So in limited games, even though he has more losses than wins, he's actually been pretty good. So the Leafs are going to have to find ways to beat him tonight. Now, going into this one, Matthews is leading the Leafs in points with 26. Sidney Crosby, who, like I said, is out, is leading with 17. That's not a ton for Sid to start the year, but I'm sure once he gets back, he's going to score a bunch more points. We already know he's, again, arguably the best player in the world. I still think he is, but I think that's more of a bias that I have growing up watching Sid, but we all know McDavid is right there, if not the best player in the world. In terms of assists, both players who are out are leading their respective teams. Marner has 14, while Crosby has 12. Goals, Matthews has 13. Gensel has 8. Gensel's a guy that's sneaky. He can score a bunch of goals, and he can score in bunches, much like Matthews can. In terms of goaltending wins, Freddie and Murray are both tied at 9 apiece. Now, if we're looking at the stats per game, God, everything's going crazy for me right now. I don't even know if I'm in focus. My mini fridge is turning on, and it looks like my camera is about to die, so this is great. But goals per game, the Leafs are just above the Penguins at 3.35. The Penguins are at 3.28, so the Leafs have, of course, the slight advantage, but it's really an average of just over 3 goals per both teams. Goals against per game, the Leafs again are falling apart when it comes to that because they're not getting a bunch of stops every game. Even though Freddie's doing his best, he's getting shelled. The Leafs are allowing 3.25 goals per game. The Penguins are allowing 2.61. Again, you can look right to Murray and Jarry looking like they're having a good season. Power play percentage, the Penguins' power play percentage is pretty bad. The Leafs is also pretty bad. So the Leafs actually have the edge in this one. This is rare for the Leafs lately. 17.65% for their power play. The Penguins is at 13.73%. In terms of their penalty kill percentage, the Leafs are at 75.34%. The Penguins are at 88.10%. So they have the edge there. So penalty kill percentage to the Penguins, power play to the Leafs, goals against per game edge to the Penguins, and goals per game slight edge to the Leafs, but really to me it's a tie there. So the Leafs need to find a way to win this game. The Penguins are probably thinking the same thing. They do have a better record, and they're fighting without Sid right now, so they're really going to be digging in trying to win this game. But the Leafs can't keep losing games here. If they keep falling apart here, there's a lot of good teams around them that are going to keep leapfrogging them and get a bunch of points and go on crazy runs. The Habs got better this year. The Hurricanes are better this year, even though they were already really good last year. They look better. Tampa's never going to stay at the bottom. They're going to be much, much better, hopefully coming soon for them, because I love watching Tampa play, even though it sucks to face them. And then the Boston Bruins have just been great to start the year. And of course, we all know that there's other teams in the division and in the East and even in the West that are playing quite well to start the year. So the Leafs need to find a way to win this one. Again, 7 p.m. against the Penguins. It should be a good one. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I post content daily. If you want to check out my podcast, that's also linked on my channel. So make sure to check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.